If you are someone who is practicing English right now and you feel like, oh, this is so difficult, it's not fun anymore, it's just so hard, don't worry so much because you might be closer to success than you think. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. We're the hosts. My name's MJ.
My name is Adam.
And we welcome you to an immersive talk show of your two friends, the American and the Canadian, to improve your English listening and pick up a few new words and phrases along the way to improve your English. Today, we're going to go deep, everyone, into the world of studying and getting better at something, becoming a better version of yourself. Now, I want to start this one by asking you, Adam, what is something that you did that you had to work very hard for to get better at? You know, think about when you were a kid, maybe there was a sport you wanted to play or an instrument you wanted to get good at. Did you have any of those experiences?
One that comes to mind is skateboarding.
Ooh,
because
wait, have we talked about this?
I never knew. I
feel like
spoken about skateboarding
because I was a big skateboarder since I was a little kid, elementary school to high school. But Adam, I don't think I really knew that you were a skateboarder.
Yeah, I was, but it was something that I looked up to a lot of the older kids that I knew who did skateboarding. When I was maybe in elementary school, junior high school, I used to go to a babysitter before and after school, and that babysitter had a son, and her son used to skateboard and snowboard and BMX and do all that wild stuff that kids
extreme sports. And especially at that time when we were growing up, you know, early 90s,
something like that.
It was getting bigger.
Bigger. And the scene for skateboarding and snowboarding, it was very underground. It was like not as popular as it is now. So everything you would find, there was no internet, is just through videotapes
and like word of mouth knowledge from people around you. If they knew how to do it, maybe you could ask them to teach you.
Yeah, exactly. Or just even like going outside, you wouldn't see people in skate parks like there are today.
Yeah,
so
there are no skate parks.
At the time. The skate park
much anyways
was the park and the road.
Yeah, the golf, the tennis court.
The tennis court. So I would watch her son do skateboarding in the front of the house and back, and he would go and get new decks and new trucks and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, wow, I want to try it. I want to do that.
Yeah.
So for some reason, the place where I was living, there were two little banana boards, and they call them penny boards now, but I called them banana boards because of the shape. There was two of them, tiny, thin, very flexible, two of them in the garage. And I would go outside and I would skateboard on these banana boards. And I tried to do the same tricks as I saw him do on the regular, like what we know today as a skateboard, which is completely different. But I would try so hard just to do one trick, the most famous trick called an ollie, the easiest trick to do,
the basic but essential,
to go up a curb or down a curb. Like I would practice day and night to the point where my mom would come outside and she'd say, all day from morning till night, all I hear is click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. Don't you have something better to do? And we would practice and we would have these banana boards. And one day, my friend got a different kind of skateboard. It wasn't a banana board. It was a bigger skateboard. Still, not the new kind that we have today. Not a modern one of those even more retro ones. Less retro than the modern, but more retro than the banana board. Again, practicing ollie all day. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. Summer vacation, click, clack, every day.
Oh, wow.
And then finally, one day, I did it.
Do you have an English textbook that looks like this, filled with all these post-it notes to remember all those little phrases and words to use? But when you're in a real conversation, you don't have time to look up the exact phrase and word that you want to use. The best way to remember an English phrase or word is to use that English, have it come out of your mouth. That's why I offer one-on-one English lessons with me. It's an English lesson that I adjust specifically for your needs. 初心者の人でも両方英語と日本語を話せるから安心してください。If you're a mid-level English speaker, then I'm here to help you improve some of those phrases and bring out the natural phrases you're looking for. If you're a high-level speaker used to live outside of Japan and you want to keep up your English, I can chat. We all make mistakes and we all feel nervous. One thing everyone does when they're studying English is to passively do it. You need to speak up and speak out and get the experience of English conversation to then get better at it. Check the link down below to book a free trial lesson so you can see what it's like yourself and improve your English through conversation.
I was riding towards the curb and I did a click-clack and I popped it up. And I got onto the grass, and my friends were like,
nice.
Yo,
how
did you do that? How did you do that? And I was like, I don't know how I did it. But that time, even with the equipment, so a lot of the times we think we need special equipment to do things. We spend invest in all these different things. I could have, asked my parents to buy special, the new type of skateboard where it would be easier. But I just had to use what I had because we didn't have that much money. So I learned it after trial and trial and trial and trial. And I kept going and I kept going. And even when I got hurt, fell down, I got up and I kept going. And eventually I got it on this old skateboard that was so heavy and so hard to do any tricks on. But I got it, and then my friend got it, and then his brother got it, and then we were just all like click-clack all day. And then a couple months later, somebody gave me like one of those new skateboards, and I was able to do it even better than I could on these heavy skateboards because it was lighter and it was made to do more tricks. So I realized how that hard time with these not efficient, not effective skateboards and practicing really hard on to do this one trick made me even better when it came to using a trick skateboard. I could improve and learn different kinds of tricks, not just the ollie, but I learned kick flip, I learned heel flip, I learned varial flips, I learned pot shove it's. We built our own ramps and we would go off the ramps. And it just got better and better. And the more time we spent with these things, we just got better at it. So that's my story of skateboarding.
That is one that I feel like a lot of people can relate to if you are someone who at least who got into skateboarding at the time, your specific story. But this goes over so many different types of disciplines. If you want to get better at an instrument, if you want to become a better painter, if you want to be able to remember geography better, it's like there's a time that you have that at the beginning, you're like, this is awesome. I want to do that. I want to be like that, right? You have this like role model that you're looking up to. And that gives you the motivation to start and to try. But just like you had, Adam, you hit a wall. And sometimes that wall is so big that you have to click-clack all summer. And you just cannot get over that wall. So there's two types of people in this situation, everyone. There's a type of person who says, this is too difficult. I've lost the fun and the passion for this thing that I'm going to quit. And I'm just going to say goodbye to this thing. And there's the other type of person who continues on, who says, yes, this is difficult, but I remember my mind and my thoughts at the very beginning when I said, I want to be like that. And I'm not going to let go of that. I'm going to continue to chase that. And that's what you did. That's what your friends did too. And of course, having friends doing it together is really great motivation to keep going.
Definitely.
But you kept going. And then once you made it over that wall, it was like, whoa, this is a new world.
Yeah, totally.
It changed everything. Once you understand it so well that you were able to do it, then new worlds, new doors, new opportunities open up for you, as well as for that level of skill that you have to either stay there or expand there or jump up to the next level.
Yeah.
So if everyone right now is thinking about their English, how are you feeling with your studies right now? I want to ask, Do you feel like is everything great and you have great motivation and you're so positive about studying? That's awesome. Me and Adam always say you have to enjoy, not have to, because we don't want to force anything.
It's better
you shouldn't
to
feel like you have to. But if you are enjoying it, you're in a good spot.
Right.
But for those other people who are thinking right now, 今 MG の説明わからなかったね. Like if you feel like that was difficult, I'm having a difficult time doing this. Those difficult things, if you keep on going, if you keep on pushing through, there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is a progression. There is advancement that you can have if you keep going. So I implore everyone, I ask everyone, if you are feeling in this mode of studying English or anything in your life, if you're like studying for a driving license test, if you're trying to become an illustrator or something, you have a point where we will feel like, this is challenging. And it will test you if you really want to get to that thing. And you have to say to yourself, how much do I want this? How much do I want to speak English? How much do I want to understand MJ and Adam when they're having their conversations? How closely of a percent do I want to get to? Now, of course, 0% is not where you want to be. But
right.
2%, 3% is good. That's somewhere, and we all go through that. And you might feel like you're at a point where it's like, I can't go anymore. But let me tell you, everyone, keep clicking, keep clacking, and don't give up, just like Adam did. Adam, how did you said you felt amazing. Everyone was excited.
We were all excited. Yeah.
We also find a time in our life where, hey, maybe we do want to move on. And that's totally fine, because this is when you were young.
True.
You said you practice all the skateboarding. Now, do you skateboard?
No. I have a skateboard, but I could still do the ollie.
There you go. Still has it in him. Still can do the ollie.
Yeah.
And I think a really big thing is that it shows more and creates actually more of your character.
Right.
And what you can do in the future. If you're someone who understands this struggle, this difficult point, and how like, I did that with skateboarding.
Right, yeah.
I spent such a long time practicing this that I couldn't do it, but then I finally did it. And then I can see that, I can get better if I spend a lot of time, if I work hard at it. It's something that we all just have to focus and let kind of time take its course.
Right. Even if it gets difficult as well. I think like the difficulty is something that could have stopped me from learning. But because I really wanted to do it, even if I didn't want to do it that much because of the difficulty or how painful it could have been or how painful it was at times, just pushing through that a little bit harder got me to learning that skill. So I think it's the same with other skills as well.
Let us know what you all think down in the comments below. Where are you in your English journey? Do you feel like you're having such a difficult time and you want to get better, but it feels like you're not going anywhere? Let us know. Share that information, because I'm sure you're not the only one.
Yeah.
If you like this conversation, we got a lot more on our channel, so subscribe to this and like the video.
But that's it. We'll see you
on the next step.